Hello, my name is Michael Wang, and today I'm going to talk about Puma brand analysis. Puma is a German international company that was founded in 1948 by Rudolf Dassler. The company has been focused on sports footwear since it was initially created, and the company expanding into apparel, accessories, and even fashion design shoes. Puma is competing with the two biggest players in the market right now, that is Nike and Adidas. The brand is known for its design, performance-driven products, and collaborating with many famous athletes and celebrities. The company builds a strong presence in football, running, and motorsports worldwide. For friend of reference is how a product, service, or concept is seen by the target market. And for Puma, there are four elements. First is sports wears and performance apparels. Um, Puma compete in athletic footwears, apparels, and accessories, particularly in soccer, running, basketball, and motorsports. And the streetwear and Puma's partnership with fashion brands and designers to appeal to the lifestyle and streetwear market. And third one is affordability and accessibilities. Generally speaking, Puma is more affordable than Nike and Adidas, making it attractive to young and price-conscious consumers. And last is heritage and legacy. While Nike and Adidas are focusing on the innovation and technology, Puma highlights its heritage in soccer and motorsports. The segmentation for Puma first the demographic target age is around 15 to 35 years old. The brand has put a lot of efforts into collaborating with some well-known celebrities like Rihanna, and the company targets all genders. And recently, the Puma has emphasized expanding its female market. Like the Instagram page shows that there are a lot of pictures related to female athletes. And due to the pricing strategy for Puma, the target audience income should be around middle to middle high. The psychographic Puma aims for those users who have a healthy lifestyle. The target consumers usually focus on fitness and outdoor activities. The target consumer value the performance, style, and sustainability. Puma keep innovating its product offerings and put much effort into making sure the business is sustainable and fulfill the sustainability targets. And target consumers are highly engaged with the sports field, such as football, motorsports. Puma identified their interests and released many type of collections. And besides the sports, the audience also value trendy apparels and are interested in the fashion trends. The behavioral Puma's innovative product target those people who seek comfort, quality. Nitro Puma is one of the example that trying to attract those users, and many people are loyal to their brands. In 2024, the research showed that Puma has around 76% loyalty in the US and Germany and 95% in the UK. Move on to brand awareness. First, the brand recognition. Puma has pretty high brand recognitions in US, Germany, UK, um, like 94%, 97%, and 96%. And also, like Puma is the world's third largest sportswear brand, make it very easy to recognize. And the other research in India shows that the people in India um, identify Puma and knows the brands, so it shows that Puma has a pretty strong brand recognitions in the market. And the type of associations, first the attributes, Puma um, are sometimes associated with high performance footwear, trendy, useful image, and also associated with some celebrities like Rihanna and Dua Lipa, and footballs and motorsports. And the benefits of Puma like fashionable, reliable performance, and comfortable. And the users are generally positive toward the brand and think it's cool, trendy, and more affordable. And the feature of those associations, like the sneaker owners are pretty positive to Puma, and the brand has pretty high loyalty in many countries. And the strength of Puma, like it has pretty long histories and strong connection with footballs and motorsports. And move on to reference for competitors. First, the Adidas. Adidas has a strong presence in soccer, running, and basketball, and with high-tech innovation collection like Boost, Pride Night, and 4D printing. And in soccer, Adidas is official sponsors of FIFA and also for many major soccer clubs and reinforcing its global soccer leadership. And about the fashions, the history of collaborating with Kanye West and Prada, Gucci, and Ivy Park has positioned the brands as a streetwear powerhouse. And last, the sustainability. So Adidas emphasizes its sustainability, like producing shoes that made from recycled plastics and also launching the eco-friendly product lines. And for Nike, Nike is known for its high-performance products, particularly in running, basketball shoes, and training. And, and for the innovation and technology, Nike is the leader of product innovation with technology collection like Air Max, Fly Nike, and React Foam. Um, Nike's partnership with like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Ronaldo reinforces dominance in elite sports. Last, the streetwears, Nike has combined performance wear and fashion, making its product highly desirable for the market, like Nike Dunks. The competitive landscape. First, the product innovation and technology. Nike is a leader in performance and technology, and has many relative collections like Air Zoom, Fly Nine, and also the React Foam, make it the go-to brand for those high performance athletes um, and consumers. The Adidas, it combines sports and performance and also the sustainabilities like Boost, Pride Nights, and Parlay for the ocean recycled materials. The Puma, while the brand is less technology driven, Puma integrate fashion forward designs into sportswear to appeal for the lifestyle users. And fashion and streetwear influence Nike, like focusing on is important players in the sneaker culture with Jordan brands, Dunks, and Y2K collections. And Adidas, it combines fashion sports through collaboration with like Gucci and Prada. And Puma is competing through trendy collaboration like Rihanna, Fenty, and Bowman, showing a bold streetwear identity. In brand endorsement and celebrities, Nike focusing on elite sports player like Ronaldo, LeBron James, and also with some famous celebrities like Travis Scott and Drake. And Adidas also partnership with sports legends like Messi and like music star Blackpink and Pharrell Williams. And Puma collaborating with Neymar, Rihanna, and Dua Lipa, leading into more fashion-driven branding. Sustainability and ethical fashions. Nike and Adidas both invest heavily in sustainable R&D, and Nike has like Nike moved to zero initiative and fly leather, and Adidas has parlayed to the oceans and vegan leather. Puma is still improving in this part in this area and has initiative like Forever Better and biodegradable sneakers, but still catching up with these two big players in the market. So that's the Puma positioning. For Puma, it positions itself as sports fashion fusion, collaboration with Rihanna F1 teams and focus on youth cultures. And affordability, Puma is cheaper than Nike and Adidas, make it attractive to price-conscious consumers. And that's the football and motorsports heritage. Puma has strong roots in footballs like Neymar and also Manchester City and motorsports F1, helping it stand out in a specific market. So the positioning statement for Puma is to young, style-conscious consumer who cares about performance and style. Puma is a brand of athletic and fashion footwear that has elite sports, street style, and affordable price. Because it partnership with iconic designers and athletes to create bold, fashion-forward collections. Move on to the points of parity. Points of parity are industry standards that make a business legitimate in the fields. And for high performance sportwears, Puma has cushioning like nitro foam in the sports shoes and also dry cell. Dry cell is a high tech apparel technology that focusing on moisture management and thermal regulation. And stylish sportwears, Puma has Rihanna Fenty collection. It is a commitment toward the trend, the commitment toward the fashion, and also Puma is also collaborating with several celebrities and designers, and this shaped the brand image greatly. In sustainability and efforts, Puma has a Forever Better initiative aligned with the sustainability goals, and also Puma has like biodegradable shoes aim to be a more sustainable and eco-friendly company. Move on to the point of difference. Point of difference is a factor of the products or service that establish differentiation. And first is motorsports for Puma. Um, Puma has a deep partnership in F1, and also many teams plays in F1. And F1 has growing audience, especially for young audience. F1 has recently gained considerable fan base, especially for younger audience. And the Puma has different partnership with F1, and neither Nike and Adidas has a significant presence in motorsports. And although Adidas joined F1 in 2024 25, but Puma is already uh, sponsored in F1 for a pretty long time, and it makes it stands out pretty easily. The accessible pricing, Puma's pricing are often 10 to 20% lower than Nike and Adidas model, making it an attractive option for budget-conscious consumers to be able to keep the price low. Puma has innovated the supply chain to keep up with the competitive landscape and reduce the spending. And Puma's high quality materials and design and the low price make it more appealing to consumers who want a good price performance ratio. And move on to dollar metric. For these two tables, the two tables compares lifestyle and streetwear shoes. They shows critical information. Even starting with a low price, most people still choose other brands rather than Pumas. The price needs to go down to $80 to convince most of people, and through and even though there is a huge price gap, one person still choose Nike over than Puma. And another two tables compares the high-tech shoes. They show similar results to the previous table. Puma is still not the first choice for most of the people, and Puma needs to lower the price for like really low to compete with the competitors. It is a huge challenge for the brand. And for the recommendations, it is obvious that in the dollar-metric analysis, Puma has a low brand equity problem. So it's often considered, and the brand is often considered is a not cool options when compared with Nike and Adidas. Throughout the interview, most interviewers choose Nike and Adidas except for one Puma lovers. And so to change their mind, Puma needs to lower their price significantly to convince and show that they don't, and to convince that the consumer to buy their products. And they also show, and the interviewers also show that they don't really connect the collaborate celebrities with Puma. So to change the situation, first Puma can focusing on sponsor famous influencers on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, and those influencers are more popular with younger consumer and have stronger connection with their audience. So it won't happen like the problem with collaborating with some famous um, celebrities or singers, but the users didn't really like connect with those people. And the other one is price strategy. Puma has a lower price strategy to attract more consumer attention. However, it is also causing a negative effect. Some studies shows that consumers sometimes associate higher price with better quality, and this also happens during the interview. People say that uh, some people also suggest Puma is not a cool brand due to its price. They just think that the material quality is not that good. So Puma needs to justify its pricing and quality through better communication and campaign to just to let the user know that sometimes quality doesn't necessarily comes with a higher price. And the other problem for the price strategy, Puma has associated itself with the high-tech shoes, but the overall pricing of the brand will but the overall pricing strategy will potentially damage the associations. Puma can choose different, and what Puma can do is that Puma can choose a different label to separate the high tech, high-end shoes, so the message can be more aligned. The message needs to be consistent, so the consumer will not feel confused about the brand image. So um, Puma can release a level like Puma Premium, so people can understand that Puma Premium is still Puma shoes, but aims to toward a more high scale upscales running shoes, sneakers, sportwears. So in conclusions, Puma has established a clear frame of reference within the global sportswear and fashion sneaker industry, positioning itself between performance and lifestyle. It competes in the same product category as Nike and Adidas, has it recognized for its presence in sports, streetwear, and motorsports-inspired fashions. The brand is leveraging key point of parity such as product functionality, trendy style, or sustainability efforts, which allow it to remain competitive for consumers who value the performance and ethical production. However, these parities, points of parity are not always communicated as effectively as those of its competitors. Puma points of difference, including its motorsport partnership and more affordable pricing, are good but not strong enough. While these attributes do offer differentiations, they are not always strong enough to drive brand preference when compared to Nike's innovation and driven image or Adidas' cultural and fashion influence. So as a result, Puma currently holds the lowest levels of brand equity amongst the three major competitors. This is reflected in lower consumer preference, weaker pricing powers, and the need to rely on price reductions to get consumer attention. To improve its brand equity, Puma has more clearly communicated its unique values, evaluate its perceived quality, and create stronger emotion connections with its core audience. Although the Puma has a lower brand equity compared with Adidas and Nike, the brand is still doing pretty good actually in many aspects. After all, Puma is still the world's third largest sportswear in the world. And this is my presentation. Thank you for listening.